But that's why I do lots of runs, so I can learn the backups I need for the future. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I had counted correctly, then the bugs would not have disappeared. I think. Thanks for 3 months, Infidadel. I'm actually not sure how many actors the bugs are, if it's 1 or 3 when they spawn. I feel like it's 1, but I'm not sure how they're separately controlled, if it's 1 actor. I can look into that next time I open up GZ. Yeah, you could, Bo, but I don't want to like backwalk to it, be slightly off, and then just roll into the wall. So just for consistency, I turn around and roll at the end. Come on. Like, that's the strat for any percent. Any percent, you would just backwalk straight to the hole. Because you gotta save every little bit of time. No, the video doesn't put pressure on me. Or if it does, it's in a good way. Like, it tells me, hey, I am behind and I need to pass that guy. I need to go faster. Thanks for 25 months, Todsney. That's really cool. The text from the owl pauses time of day. Anytime text is up, time of day is frozen. So while the cutscene where he's flying away, time is moving, but while the text is up, it's not. The graph just shows how far ahead or behind I am over the course of the run. Early on, it doesn't really show a whole lot, but later on, it'll be more meaningful. The owl skip only saves time in 100% because it saves time at Hyrule Castle, waking up Talon. But I'm not going there, so only going to Kakariko, it's slower. The event on Sunday, I think it's gonna be like 8 hours or something. It'll be pretty long because it'll be me, Phil, Cheese, Witwix, and Simple Flips all running. My run's like 3 hours, Phil has a 1 hour run, Cheese has 2 hours, And then I think Wibix has 1 hour, and then I think Simple Flips and Wibix are both doing Mario Maker together for like 2 hours. There's a schedule on the CLG tweet. Yeah, it'll be on our channels. I am running this. Ocarina of Time 100% no source requirement. Well, no, it won't be a normal stream because we'll all be there live at the CLG office. So, yeah, it's an in-person event. It's basically like CLG DQ. Thanks for 7 months, Torn Dota. Yes, Pleb Chat will be on, of course. .30 quiver is the smallest normal quiver. When you take glitch quivers into account, 20 is the smallest. Yeah, I'll have backup saves. I already started making backup saves for my runs. Old Nashberg, is that just like doing the bomb jump thing over the cutscene triggers? Or is it like something else completely? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know they were able to do that with the moon jump glitch. But obviously that wasn't super useful, but yeah, it makes sense that they can now do that with the bomb boost thing. That trick is so sick. That trick is revolutionizing the game. Yeah, that's what I thought, Old Nashberg. That sounds really fast. Those shrines are just gonna be so easy and quick now. Yeah, if you're getting weird sound, you probably need to refresh. It's on Twitch's end. Well, there have been other years where multiple Zelda games have a bunch of different glitches found in them, but 2019 is yet another big year for quite a few of them. Thanks for 16 months, Sunflora. The sub 4 when thing is still memeing your chat. Sorry, Axel. Well, you gotta. There's only one thing you can do to stop it, you know? Thanks for 8 months, Kitty and Echo. Thanks for the bits, Infomaniac. Yeah, I know Nat doesn't like gift subs, so I just stopped reading them. Dang, the only way to avoid it is to unfollow me. How awful. Thanks, Kitty the Neko, for gifting a sub to Anoni Choose. No, what am I doing? How many runs have I done today? I think 2. I think, yeah, just 2 runs that died, like around Forest Temple. Old Nashburg, I don't know if you can actually escape the map just from, like, height, but I know people have done other things to escape the map. But I think height enough isn't enough, or height alone isn't enough. Thanks for 3 months, Zeniox. Thanks for 19 months, Russian Assassin. Next race 49. What if there is no next race? I didn't look more into that loading zone, that height-based loading zone anymore myself. I don't really know what more to look into for that. But I think some people in the OT Discord were talking about looking into it, but I don't know if anyone looked into it yet. But it is super interesting. Oh, Fake and Crim solved it? Okay. I would like to read the explanations for that. It literally is height-based. Interesting. I was thinking like maybe there's some sort of other variable that it just seems like it's height, but it might actually be something else. But that's very interesting. VC just ignores a stupid amount of information. Nice. Yeah, we're talking about that really strange loading zone in Lon Lon that seemed to change based on your height. Oh, that's why MZX tweeted ban VC. I was wondering what prompted that. Okay, this time I'm gonna RBA the full 29 shoes. I need to save that paste spin for later. I want to read that later. No. Thanks for the subs, Ski Mask, the Salt God. Dang. I got 33 last time and now I can't get past 4. What am I doing? No, I haven't read the paste spin yet. I just have it up to look at later. Whenever I get a chance, I'll look at it. I guess I should have read it while I was waiting there instead of trying silent rolls. It's pretty long. Okay, then probably wouldn't have made a difference. I'll probably have to read it like off stream or something. Thanks for 3 months, Richard. Actually, yeah, Lapis. I actually did try disabling the adapter's trigger feature and just letting the game's natural trigger feature take over, and that is better. But then in the main menu, it actually only registers the full press and not the analog press. And I like the way I move in the menu is I just like mash L and R. I kind of like that for the main menu. It's not a big deal, so I think I'll probably stick with having the adapter setting on for the triggers. But worst case scenario, if I ever find it to be too annoying, I could always turn that off. Dude, Dry, I see a good amount of people calling Link to the Past Zelda 3, and it upsets me so much. I hate seeing Link to the Past be called Zelda 3. Thanks for 37 months for Wallington. You know what's even worse? Sometimes I see people call Super Metroid Metroid 3. Oh my god, that triggers me so much. Although I think the Metroid 3 thing is a lot less common than Zelda 3. Zelda 3 is definitely, unfortunately, common. I mean, yes, it says Metroid 3 in the game for Super Metroid, but no one actually calls it, or like the name of the game is Super Metroid. You shouldn't be calling it Zelda or Metroid 3. Like, yeah, it's in the title screen, but that's still dumb. Yeah, I can at least, if you want to use that argument that, like, at least Super Metroid has an excuse where Link to the Past doesn't, sure. It's definitely... There's definitely no reason to call Link to the Past Zelda 3. I mean, unless you really hate how long the name Link to the Past is, which, I mean, it kind of is, but that's not an excuse to call it Zelda 3. Gonna do some Zelda 5 speedruns today, guys. You guys want to watch some Zelda 5 speedruns? Oh, you idiot. Thanks for 19 months and tier 2, Chris. Thanks for 2 months, Mooplet. Nice. Dolphin can run at full speed on Switch. That's pretty cool. Thanks for 13 months, Tempest. Thanks for 3 months, Cyan Tart. The tiny best splits. I saved 0.8 seconds over my best on the last 2 splits. No, that is not a bomb. Thanks for 100 bits, Anani Choose. No, I'm not using auto splitter. Going up and down the stairs unloads the gravestone blocking the Sunsong grave, and so I can get in here faster by not having to watch the cutscene to blow it up. I mean, Triforce Rando is public, but it's not part of the 5.0 release. I think... I know you have to, like, find the guys... You have to, like, find the specific download link for it. I forgot where it is, but it's public. What am I doing? Unknown muscle memory. It's public, but it's not part of the main release, so you might have to, like, go looking for it. But it's somewhere. Sorry if that's not very helpful. Wait, MM3D patches? Are you talking about, like, is Nintendo patching MM3D in 2019? Or are these, like, fan-made patches? Oh, fan patches, okay. Oh, that's neat, I guess. How are they getting rid of the eyeball bosses? Are they, like, actually able to import the original boss from MM? Or what? Because the Zoro swimming and Deku stuff, that seems easy to fix, but I don't get how they fix the bosses without going through a lot of work. Oh, are they fixing the Bomber's Notebook? Please make the Bomber's Notebook be half a second instead of 8. What's wrong with Deku? Deku in MM3D has horribly slow movement acceleration. So like as soon as you start moving with Deku, you have to walk really slowly first and then get up to speed. And there's no reason for it. It's just really annoying. Uh-oh. I think that's not gonna work. Yeah. Really? Okay, this one's bad now. Thanks for 6 months, Irish Bub. Hundo is way harder than NSR. NSR is not that hard. Like, NSR really only has a handful of moderately difficult stuff, like Skulltula duping, long shot early, bow early. Other than that, it's a relatively easy run. Yeah, I'm still running on Wii. I don't have any reason not to. I'm on the GameCube version playing on Wii because it doesn't matter if I play on GameCube or Wii, and Wii is just far more convenient. But it doesn't actually make a difference in the game. It loads the Master Quest disc faster. So if I was playing on Master Quest, then playing on Wii would save a little bit of time. But on Collector's Edition, no difference. Cool. A little bit slow at the end. Thanks for 2 months, Lunarision. Sorry, I basically can't talk or look at chat during the entirety of that trick. I have to pay very close attention during the whole trick. Thanks for 7 months, Rydlith. I did good. Cool. My fans support me, be nicer. If my fans truly supported me, they would understand when I need to pay attention to the run. Iconic cutscene. Yeah, I always remember as a kid when I first opened the Door of Time as Adult Link, so I can finally go back in time. Such a legendary, memorable moment. I love that in the one category that opens Door of Time, it's as adult. No. I was supposed to break the stick. No, this would not be my first all-red PB, unfortunately. And this won't be all-red. Maybe it will be. Thanks for 3 months, System Steven. Thanks for the sub, Flood for Life. Not anymore. Maybe I really should disable the LMR triggers, because the reason I failed that is because I was accidentally pressing L. So maybe I should really disable that. Hardest action swap in the game. Or did I say action swap, equip swap? Yeah, it's so cool that that works, that you can actually trade the item as child. If only we could trade Odd Potion as child, then things would really be interesting. Yeah, I definitely have way more trouble with left side equip swap than right side. I hate left side. Yeah, nah, that would also be really nice. So many little things that are just barely out of reach. Although, considering how many things we can do, might not exactly be worth complaining about. Yeah, we take what we can get. We can only get way more glitches than we can ever imagine. Wow, that is not a split I should be losing 20 seconds on. I mean, yeah, dry technically. Equip swap is the most precise trick in OOT. The most precise non-task trick besides, like, timer, timer delay. Which is literally task only. Thanks for 6 months, Derek. The trade item timer delay requires mashing B every other input frame, which is 30 times a second, which is not humanly possible. Yeah, there is a Subway thing. The whole September thing they're doing for Twitch this year, they actually did a Subway partnership thing. Yeah, I mean September's cool. It's just like funny that they went with the meme. Subs 50% off, by the way. Come on. Does it affect gift subs? I think it doesn't affect giving gift subs, but I think if you continue your gift sub, I think continuing your gift sub is half off. Thanks for 2 months, E-Man. Thanks for 100 bits, Arches. The streamer still gets the same amount of money. It's no difference to the streamer. Captain Sharkbait, thanks for gifting a tier 3 sub to Minamio the Great. The tier 3 gift. Yeah, tier 3 gifts are totally just flexing. Thanks for 100 bits, Lepez. Yeah. I don't know if I'd call this subtle advertising. Apparently you can't gift out 100 tier 3 subs, because apparently like there's some kind of transaction limit where you can't do something over $1,000 at once, and so you can only gift out like 40 subs, I think. 40 tier 3s at once. Thanks for the sub, Kindles. Thanks for the sub, Primal Merchant. Thanks for 100 bits, Captain Sharkbait. Yeah, anyone want to test it out just to see? For science. I could do it myself, but I'm busy. I'm busy in my speedrun. I wanna find it out earlier. I'm busy going fast in a 20-year-old game in a made-up category that 3 people run. I'm very busy right now. So the reason I buy red potion there is actually because when I RBA red potion, it puts a bottle over bottle slot 2. So it's actually or bottle slot 4. And so it's my easy way to get a bottle. Because the only real bottle I get is the cocoa bottle, and then the other 3 I have to RBA. And then to RBA those, I need to RBA red potion, empty bottle, and Neighbor's Love. Thanks for 3 months, Gofario. Thanks for the sub, Rapid. I will do all permanent flags eventually. Hey, I'm ahead. Thanks for 3 months, Fiery Lionheart. Yeah, I do remember 100% ILs. Those were actually so cool. I kind of want to try them out again someday. We can probably have lots of really cool strats for those now. Thanks for 4 months, Jack Rio. Although I guess all permanent flags would probably have the same strats. All permanent flags dungeons are probably going to be similar to 100% ILs, so that'll be cool. Thanks for 6 months, Jekko. IL stands for individual level, or in the case of OT, individual dungeon. All permanent flags would probably be about 6 hours. I mean, I think obviously all permanent flags should be all permanent normally accessible flags. I don't think it makes sense to count glitch flags, because then the definition changes every time a new glitch flag is found. Is the eye tracker going crazy again? For some reason lately the eye tracker's been occasionally doing a thing where it looks like my eyes are flying all over the place. But I promise I'm okay. Finally getting decent at Ice Cavern. I mean, Nat, it's not supposed to be something like this super serious category. Like, it's just supposed to be a for fun, interesting thing. Bed. I have to equip Goron Tunic sometime before the end of the run, so it doesn't really matter. I'd normally do it at Spirit Temple, that's the technically most optimal place, but whatever. Thanks for 22 months, Hob. Camouflage and Jabu, yeah, of course. Well, actually, wearing the Zoro Tunic would be bad in this category because then you could not do long shot early because you rely on dying from the underwater timer. So, Zoro Tunic is objectively bad for this category. And even if you just want to equip Zora Tunic afterwards, you need Goron Tunic for Fire Temple at the end. So no matter what, equipping Zora Tunic will always be an extra equip. You will always lose time, you will always be suboptimal by equipping Zora Tunic. What? Man, I love saving time and then losing it all. It's so fun. Flashing lights warning coming up, by the way. Thanks for sub X2816. I have to get down to 13 nuts for for Bottle Adventure, and I use 2 nuts here, so I have to go down to 15. Man, I don't like losing this much time. I don't like losing time at all. No, I've never played any Final Fantasy. No, none of them. I may play one eventually. Thanks for 13 months, Dirko. Not like I don't want to play them, I just never got around to any. But maybe someday. Oh, that's bad. Why'd I have cookie crate boots? I don't need that. That's bad. Hey, get out of here. This water temple has been a disaster. Man, sloppy. Wow. Not a minute behind. The reason it looks like I got pushed up a little bit when I fell into Darkling's room is because when I fall past the ceiling has like a small anti-grav effect where it kind of slows my fall because it, like passing the ceiling just kind of resets your downwards velocity. So it's just the ceiling doing weird stuff. Yeah, it's like the Mega Flipping Shadow, but much less significant. Thanks for the sub, Kurt Russell. I didn't equip Ocarina. I now have to wait for the whole white screen to go away to equip it. That's why I want to equip Ocarina earlier. Wait, Sam Sora is playing OOT on Wii U? Like the Smash player is playing OOT on Wii U? Oh no. I never get this first try, I don't know why. Yeah, I did, KK. Dude. Stuff's invisible there because there's Kukuri Force is loaded into two separate parts, and I skipped the loading trigger that goes to where the Deku Tree is. And so none of the stuff in that area loaded except for the ground and stuff. That's always there. Come on. I would not say NSR is easy for someone who hasn't speedrun this game before. Like, I say it's easy like when I compare it to Hundo, but if you are just starting out speedrunning, you will probably have some trouble with this category. Would be the best category to run on GameCube besides NSR? Are you asking like as a beginner, like you just want to get into speedrunning, or are you asking like what is the next best category that GameCube is good for? Because technically for any percent, it's actually like just barely slower than VC because there's no save warps in any percent. But so the only time you really lose is like pauses. If someone only runs 80%, okay, then I mean probably just GSR or something. Then you probably shouldn't make too much of a distinction between VC and GameCube, because for the most part they can mostly do the same tricks and stuff, with some like rare exceptions. So probably like, you know, GSR, MST, something like that. And then just you'll have slower resets, but that's it. How much would it take to learn 100%? If you mean like you're starting from absolutely nothing, like you're just running the game for the first time and learning hundo right off the bat, it'll probably take a good amount of time. It's hard to say because like it's more about the hours you put in than like, you know, X number of weeks or whatever, because different people will put in different amounts per day and whatever, but it'll take you a while if you want to do hundo. I mean, you can probably get to doing a run within like a few weeks, but it might be kind of sloppy. And then getting to do a decent quality run like maybe a month later or so. You'll have to put in quite a bit of work for hundo though. Dude. Actually, I shouldn't have equipped bombs there. Oh well, it's not faster to equip shoes again. So the whole point of that out of bounds stuff was that Stealthos fight. The only way the Stealthos fight at the top starts is if you enter the room from a certain height. If you don't, like if you just enter the room from the bottom, the Stealthos fight will never spawn. But if you enter the room from the top, the doors are high enough that it'll say, okay, the fight is allowed to start. So all that out of bounds stuff is so that I set my entrance point really high up, so that when I void out and I respawn, that respawn is high enough so it says, okay, the Stealthos fight is allowed to start. But after that, I still have to get back inbounds and actually hover up to actually do the fight. But if you just hover up without doing that out of bounds stuff, then nothing will happen. You'll just get stuck up there with nothing to do. Just some locked doors. The main bad thing this run was just early long shot. I was just really sloppy in Water Temple. Well, there's a few other things too. That's the big one. Well, I'm sorry, but I did do the coolest strat in the route pretty sloppily. I didn't want to. Your birthday is October 4th. Do I plan to go fast on your birthday? Possibly. I'm not sure, Dominail. I think last time it was the main route and I timed the new stuff. I think the new route was only like a minute or two faster. But the route has changed a lot. So it's hard to say exactly. But I feel like, honestly, it might be a lot more slower now than it was before. Yeah, that was with old boat skip. Yeah, Shadow's like, what, a minute and a half faster. And then we just have new spirit strats, water is really fast. Okay, PB was really stupid in Spirit, so all I have to do is not be stupid. Unfortunately, that's the hardest trick in the run. That was weird. I got hit in a weird way. Three bomb drops, that's good. Gotta farm 3 bombs. Cool. Making the comeback. Can't think of anything recent in Fire. I hope we can find something soon in Fire. I still want to look into skipping most of Fire Temple with that hookshot jump again. I really want to put that in this route somehow. We need all of our greatest OOT minds on it. This is weird, and I'm like really far away. Okay, should be fine. Thanks for the bits, Ski Mask. No double. Yeah, doubles are fast on the first phase. On the first phase, if they do a double where they just like shoot twice in a row without moving, that usually is quite a bit faster than them moving around and then shooting. Thanks for the sub, Haze Demon. The frame rate is the same on the GameCube version, but if you mean like if it lags more or less, it definitely lags way less than N64. It lags a little bit more than VC, but not too much more. No, this isn't no reset. I've reset plenty this stream. Well, not plenty. I think I only reset like 2 runs. Trinova is definitely not the only boss with their own theme. The way the boss themes work is King Dodongo and Volvagia have their own, and all the other bosses share their own. I'm guessing you might have like heard the King Dodongo one just before this and thought it was different from King Dodongo, but yeah, it's King Dodongo and Volvagia, since they're the fire bosses, I guess. They have the unique ones. Come on. I was getting scared of that Gwei. I was going to target the Gwei and then wouldn't be able to Hess. I thought NSR was only for a month. My initial plan was to only do NSR for a short amount of time and then go back to Hundo and then go back to NSR if I got into GDQ. But the thing is, I realized that if I go back to Hundo, like if I do get into GDQ, if I went back to Hundo, I'd want to go back to NSR 2 months at least before GDQ. So then I'd basically only have like a month and a half, you know, barely over a month and a half to go back to Hundo and until I have to go back to NSR again. And that's just not enough time to de-rust and then actually do anything meaningful. So the amount of time I'd be able to play Hundo is just not enough to be worth it to go back for a short amount of time. But either if I do get into GDQ, then after GDQ I will go back. Or if I don't get into GDQ, then once I find out that I'm not in GDQ. So either way, Hundo will return, it's just depends on GDQ status. I might do glitchless someday. Tell Volv to bully you, Yama. I don't know about that. And also by not doing Hundo until after either after GDQ or after I know that I don't get into GDQ. When I go back to Hundo, it means that I won't have like a deadline I need to meet. Like if I went back, then I'd have a deadline by November, and I'd like to just, you know, not have a deadline and just go as fast as I can whenever I am able to. The GDQ games are announced September 6th, or October 6th. Otherwise, they would have already been announced. Thanks for 3 months, Rem. Yeah, the end of my PB is pretty sloppy, so I've got some time saves near the end. No. So bad. One. There's nothing wrong with the stream. The game screen is actually frozen, everything is fine. 2. 3. I now need to play Saria's song 21 times to get 21 heart pieces. 4. 5. 6. 7. In older routes it was more. This route has a lot more other heart pieces we get. 8. In this route, compared to other routes, we have a lot more heart pieces we get, so we reduce duping numbers. 9. 10. 11. 12. What's happening right now is I loaded so many Skull Kids that the game can't handle showing all of them. 13. And so the game screen is frozen as I play Saria Song 21 times to get 21 heart pieces. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. This method is actually pretty old, but it's not really used in any other speedrun besides this. 20. 21. 'So now I need to talk to all of these Skull Kids. So now I just mash A for a while. The screen is frozen for everyone, even me, even on my TV. This is normal. How's this happening? I went out of bounds and loaded this room over and over again. And so now there's 24 Skull Kids all in the same place, and the game can't actually show that. So it decides to instead freeze the screen. And this is the way the game can continue running. Yeah, literally 0 FPS. That's also normal, don't worry. Good time save. And so that save and reset is to eliminate all effects of that glitch because the game is extremely unstable at that point. As you may guess. Not sure if you could tell. Unstable means fast. Not in that case, because actually continuing to play with that glitch active would cause the game to lag very bad everywhere. What about it is unstable? Oh, just the fact that the game might crash doing almost anything. No, I don't think that glitch state allows for any kind of new glitches. I think it's just looks funny and lags. Although, it hasn't been looked into that much, so maybe there's a chance that there could be other oddities with it. Though I bet if there are any other oddities, it's loading stuff related. If you pause during the freeze, the game will crash, guaranteed. Never ever pause during the screen freeze. Unless you want to crash. Sometimes you might want to, for fun. I really need to stop doing this. It's only risky. Well, it was fine there. I am not going to pull out hookshot again. Because this time, I won't even have hookshot equipped because I'm doing my equips a little bit differently. I kind of do different equips based on how many bombs I have. And I think I have enough bombs that I don't need to do the equip that PB did. The risk in throwing that boomerang is if I drop the Hess, then starting a second one is really awkward. I actually managed it in PB, but I got kind of lucky. Because I'd have to start a new Hess, I'd actually have to wait until the boomerang comes back. And depending on how far away I am, that might take a super long time. And if I want to just backwalking with that camera is super stupid. So, throwing the boomerang is fine if I don't drop the Hess, but if I drop the Hess, then everything sucks. Yeah, we're tackling kids again. This Sunday, all of the CLG speedrunners will be doing an event together It's an in-person event, a live in-person event on Sunday, and we'll all be doing speedruns, all the CLG speedruns. Yeah, we're all gonna gang up on the kids. A group tackling. And so yeah, since this is an in-person event, I'm leaving to go to that event tomorrow. So no stream tomorrow and Saturday. I will be busy at CLG. I will not pack my Ocarina. I actually have to pack like right after I end stream, pretty much. Thanks for 25 months, Dusty Mango. Yeah, going to work this weekend. Yeah, dude, it's a real business trip. No hookshot, no hookshot, no boomerang. I'm gonna go straight in there. Slide right in. And go fast. Okay, everyone look at PB. So PB pulled out hookshot, which essentially softlocks you. When you pull out hookshot as child, you're stuck in whatever animation and with whatever speed you had before you pulled it. And so I was stuck against the wall and I pulled out hookshot just to be cool. And I had to just wait there until I passed the wall. There's nothing I could do besides wait. All because I wanted to be cool. Alright, now I'm ahead. Finally. Yeah, if I had a good first half, I'd be so far ahead. If I didn't suck at Water Temple. If I didn't suck at Jobber. Just those two, I'd be 2 minutes ahead. Okay, now I really equip hookshot, but I'm in Temple of Time where I have a safety restriction of not being able to use it anyway. The game won't let me be stupid enough to use it. Got the training wheels on, yeah. Pretty sure Collector's Edition and MQ have the same controller mapping. So the reason in normal 100% you use arrow count for Rosewind on B that one time is actually because when you're using arrow count for Bottle Adventure in 100%, you actually do it for two different ones. You do it for the one that gives you for Rosewind on B, and later on add Light Arrow cutscene. Light Arrow cutscene also activates Bottle Adventure, but we need a different Bottle Adventure at Light Arrow cutscene. We want 50 there instead of 13. So when we equip something on C. Right as Child for that RBA, it needs to be something that can change from 13 to 30. And there's only two things that can do that. Choose and arrows. So our options are Poe and Ruto's Letter. And Ruto's Letter is the better option. Oh. I split but didn't press A on the text box. Thanks for the bits, Ski Mask. Yeah, 50 choose sucks. Basically, the only way to get 50 choose is like half milk RBA 31 and then get 20 from Ganon's Castle, which is terrible. Actually, there was an old NSR route where we actually had to do that for Mask of Truth on B. Well, it wasn't 50, I think it was 44 for Mask of Truth, but having to use RBA for above 31 choose sucks. So the way that trick works is each bomb pushes you a little bit, and by putting 3 bombs in the same place, they add their push together, and you can use it to actually push past the load trigger for where the Shadow Temple door and torches load. So you completely bypass that trigger. And so those bombs right there, they pretty much did the same thing, except those bombs, instead of pushing me past the load trigger, they pushed me out of bounds. With the additional help of a super slide. Yeah, GNS, it's so cool. I remember when we were like theorizing years and years ago about, oh, maybe theoretically if we could super slide here, then we can get a boss key skip, but it'll never ever happen because how are we going to super slide out of bounds there? And in 2019, we did it. It only took until current year. Why was it so difficult? The type of clip we do there is very particular. Like, clipping on slopes in general is very precise, and the bomb push clipping thing was only found this year, and the bomb push clipping is also precise. So it's like multiple layers of precision involved with newer knowledge that was only found in the last year for bomb pushing, and then 2 years for slope clipping, I think. So, combination of new knowledge and precise tricks. Dude, that little piece of geometry is like the most annoying thing in the game, I swear. I always back up against it when I just want to get to the bridge. I always forget which direction the camera is gonna be. Come on. Thanks for 3 months, Blissful. Yeah, it's crazy that we still find so much stuff in this game. Like, I know we say that like every year, but the fact that we can still find so much stuff, the fact that there's still so many people working on it and everything is always so cool. Like, it's not even like stuff slowed down, it's like we're still going at a pretty steady pace. I mean, it might have slowed down on like the super duper big stuff, but we're still going at a steady pace, finding like useful stuff all the time. Yeah, that too, GNS. Figuring out the mysteries. No. Okay, that actually wasn't that good. Gotta go get that rupee. Oh, GNS. I think the block clip thing was actually found out a while ago. I think I'm probably oversimplifying it, but I think it's like the game checks for collision against the wall before it checks for collision against actors or something. There's like a priority against like what it checks collision for, and that's why clipping works. It's something like that. That's probably like an oversimplified version. I think Danny probably has an explanation if you want to like see the more in-depth one. I know it was in the glitch hunting channel, but it was a while ago, so it might be kind of hard to dig it up because it was a few months ago. I love when they behave. Thanks for 5 months, Fox McLemmon. Nice. Good quick ones. Wow, actually a good Gerudo Fortress for once. This felt like the hardest split in the run to actually do well on. But this was actually okay. I did set for Rosewind, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. And I will set it again, as required by the category, to wrong warp to the credits. Last 4 is wing tier. This will take me to the credits later on. Thanks for 13 months, Falco Buster. Thanks for 8 months, Bored Banana. Thanks for 6 months, Beef Turkey. Last heart piece. Last heart is Volvagi's heart container. Well, for the first one I waste a lot of arrows intentionally because the game ends faster. For the second one though, it's not worth the risk because I have to get 1500 instead of 1000. So with that quiver, I was supposed to get it immediately after I stopped talking to the Gerudo guard, but I delayed it by pulling out a bomb chew, and that lets me get really far away. And then I can set up a trick where I get the quiver by turning the camera again towards the Gerudo, but then the camera moves so quickly that the Gerudo goes off screen. So I get the quiver, but because the Gerudo's off screen, the game doesn't set the flag that says I got it. So, whoops, forgot. That means I can get the quiver twice. And when I get the quiver twice, this happens. Or when I try to already get, when I try to win a quiver after already getting the max quiver upgrade, when already getting 50, that happens. Thanks for 31 months, Gatizzle. Yeah, I have a lot of possible time save here because PB had no bombs here. And that causes bad things to happen. Bombs are the single most important thing in this game, in speedrunning this game. Dude, come on. What about bottles? Close second, maybe tied first. Bottles and bombs are both pretty darn important. And shield, yeah, shield's also important. Sword, also important. Hover boots. Well, hover boots is probably like tier 2 importance, but hover boots is definitely up there. Oh, I was supposed to equip bombs. All this talk about bombs and I didn't equip them. No. Okay, that's bad. Well, I have exactly enough bombs. I have exactly as many bombs as I need, so it's fine. Eye tracker should be working. Half the people say it's working, half the people say it's not. Okay, I think most people say it's working. Fire Temple is not the worst dungeon, take that back. It's better than all the child dungeons, at least. If you want to say it's the worst adult dungeon, I still definitely disagree, but I won't disagree as hard. Worst adult dungeon, I would say Forest, but when I say that, I don't dislike Forest. I just think the other ones are better. My tier list is like Water and Spirit are the best, and then Shadow and Fire Tide, and then Forest, and then Deku and DC, and then Jabu at the bottom. Yeah, Shadow's good. Torch Slug? What about the Torch Slug? Reason I don't like DC, I just don't like the child dungeons in general. Just child dungeons in general just don't have a lot going for them. I guess I probably should put DC above Deku and Jabu though. I guess DC's probably better than both of those. Probably the best child dungeon, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it has hookshot jump. That's cool. But yeah, in general, I just find the child dungeons less interesting. Leaving a bomb drop makes me feel so bad. No, there's no way to get hammer early. Aside from getting it on B, but that doesn't count for 100% purposes. You need to have it in your inventory. And there's no way to do that. In OT3D, you can GIM hammer really easily, though. OT3D has a super easy way of getting it hammer early. I love when I clip out of bounds as the keys are chasing me. The reason the hammer chest opened quickly is because I had a bottle in that slot. I used glitches to get a bottle in the hammer slot earlier. And when you already have something in that slot, it acts like you're opening a chest for something you already have. And that causes the fast chest opening animation. Thanks for 2 months, Ace. Dang. I was almost able to get a 1 cycle there. Thanks for 11 months, Jokey Dash. I won. Okay, that was actually an okay run. Aside from, what really sucks is Water Temple in this run. I lost so much time at Water Temple, I lost almost a minute. And I lost like 30 seconds at Jabu. If it wasn't for these 2 splits, this would be a really nice run. Lost a minute and a half to 2 splits. Dang. But yeah, otherwise, nice run. I think this is probably worthy of uploading to YouTube. I'll probably upload this to YouTube later. Thanks for 6 months, Nokinawa. Thanks for 7 months, Den. Thanks for 3 months, Norman Swan. Yeah, get your high YouTubes in. Yeah, definitely not done with this. Definitely gonna continue. Oh, thing I should talk about. So, I've been talking about this a few times on stream already, but this weekend, on Sunday, CLG is holding another charity event where actually all the CLG speedrunners are going to the CLG office, and we're all gonna do some speedruns live. And so this will be on Sunday, and yeah, it'll be really cool. So I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow or Saturday because I'll be traveling over there and we're doing stuff Saturday there, so this will be my last stream until that event. So be sure to watch on Sunday, it'll be cool. I'll be doing a run of this, all the other CLG speedrunners will be doing runs of their own games. For those who don't know the other CLG speedrunners, it's me, Majin Phil, Cheese, Witwix, and Simple Flips. So we're all gonna be over at CLG. Take a picture of my CLG cubicle. Sure. Thanks for the sub, Sword Fighter. Yeah, there's sort of a schedule. Let me get the CLG tweet. Here's the CLG tweet with the schedule. Thanks for 4 months, Recon Dingo. Oh, also, the image there says Saturday 9:15. It's supposed to be Sunday 9:15. It is September 15th on Sunday. So, you know, ignore CLG's mistake.